Welcome to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer, a show dedicated to creating change and emotional healing for executives, professionals, and expats in the various stages of marriage breakdown and divorce. Discover insightful strategies to better manage your personal affairs and learn secrets to creating more happiness, love, and success in your life today.
Hi and welcome. This is Nicola Beer. Thank you so much for joining me today because I'm really excited to talk about hobbies. In fact, I'm going to be giving you 8 ways to ensure that hobbies help, not hurt, your relationship. I've recently been working with a couple where the husband's training for another Iron Man is coming between him and his wife. His wife is fed up. To her, it seems like he loves his training more than the family. She feels lonely and frustrated on the weekends. We just can't have a normal weekend together, Nicola. He goes to bed early, then gets up at the crack of dawn to train all day, and when he comes home, he's tired and doesn't want to do anything except go out for a plate of protein. When we used to stay up late, chatting, sharing a bottle of wine, those days are over now. Now we barely communicate. For him, he explained that he loves challenges, pushing the limit, competitions. He has always been this way. She married him like this. It keeps him healthy, active, mentally and physically strong. Why can't she see that it's making him happy, and why is she so against his happiness, he wonders. Whether your partner's hobby is golf, watching sports or TV, video gaming, sailing, car fixing, whatever it may be, many marriages suffer from a hobby that one passionately embraces and the other sees as nothing but an intrusion. If not dealt with, the built-up frustration and resentment can lead to explosive rows or distance and withdrawal. So what can you do? Well, I'm going to be sharing with you 8 keys to not let hobbies come between you. Number 1 is recognize we all have hobbies. I've noticed working with many couples that on average, men tend to have one hobby that takes up a lot of their time, and women had several activities, which actually a lot of them weren't counting as hobbies. For instance, I love to run, swim, practice yoga, write, do charity work, dance, cook, and study different healing modalities. None of these hobbies individually take up much of my time, but collectively they add up to be more than some of the most consuming hobbies. 2. Ensure you both have hobbies. Expecting your spouse to be your hobby can be a recipe for disaster. It's just like expecting them to make you happy. Hobbies can help a marriage if the balance is struck. The right balance is struck. 3. Don't be a hobby snob. We love our hobbies. To us they are noble, important, engaging. If you think your spouse's hobby is silly, trivial, or dumb, you are judging them, which is disrespectful. Support whatever hobby it is they have chosen, and don't mock them. 4. Find the good. Focus on the good their hobby brings to your life. For example, one lady said her husband's cycling and car making hobbies taught him how to fix things, which saved them money. Another woman said that the good thing about her man's love of computers and electronic gadgets was useful when things broke in the home. One man said his wife's 2 to 3 hour yoga and meditation practice had some benefits because she'd become much more peaceful and accepting. 5. See it's part of them. When we reject a hobby, we are rejecting part of our partner. Our hobbies make us who we are, and for most of us are a source of stress relief and happiness. Would you rather a grumpy spouse with plenty of time or a happy, content spouse with a hobby? I'd choose the second. Wouldn't you? Number 6, learn about the hobby. I love the statement, if you can't beat it, join it. Actually, I think the actual real one is if you can't beat them, join them. I think it's a great approach anyway for hobbies to just try and join in. Even if you detest what they do, which I do understand, some things obviously just aren't us. then at least learn a little bit about it so you can at least talk about it. Because if they're not sharing it with you, they're going to be sharing it with someone else. Number 7 is talk about your boundaries. Despite all of what I've shared with you, we all do have boundaries. Think about what you really need to be happy. The chances are it's often not about the hobby that really bothers us, it's the time spent on it. Especially if the time that isn't being spent on something else. For some people, it can be about the money being spent on it. So, do you want more family time? Do you want more alone time together? More intimacy? Are you concerned about financial issues? State precisely what you are missing and why. Be vulnerable, and rather than say, I hate you doing that stupid hobby, instead say, I miss you, and I miss being with you. Can we change something about the routine? Work out compromises that work for you both. If the schedule doesn't fit into the greater family picture, talk about it and attempt to solve the problem in a fair way. If their activities are dangerous where you worry for their safety, communicate this and set boundaries. Number 8 is always have at least one joint activity. Find a hobby that you look forward to doing together. This is so important for a happy marriage, as if you're having all of your best, most fun and exhilarating times outside of the marriage, you are missing the opportunity to share this with your spouse and magnify those good times, because relationships should really be magnifying the good. And so having a joint activity that you love to do can really magnify the love, which is what you want. So just select something you equally like to do. I have a list of over 120 activities I give to couples, and then I ask them to both rate the activity from -3 to +3. And from them, they chose the ones that they both rate positively. In essence, just make sure that hobbies help, not hurt your marriage. Aim to support one another and speak up if you need to. And if you feel that hobbies have already come between you and you're barely communicating now, then you may want to go to my website and download my free book, 7 Secrets to Saving Your Marriage. All you need to do is go to www.purepeacecoaching.com and you'll be able to just type in your email address and your name, and then you'll get the 7 Secrets ebook to Saving Your Marriage, as well as helpful ongoing emails from me to continuously improve your communication, your connection, and resolve any differences that you may have. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for listening. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you for listening to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer. If you have enjoyed the program, please leave a rating and review on iTunes so more people dealing with marriage breakdown and divorce get the support they need. If you want more great free resources, such as secrets to a happier relationship, moving on fast after divorce, or tips on parenting through divorce, be sure to visit www.purepeacecoaching.com today.